This is Lanuza, a place of charm and beauty situated along the coast of Lanuza Bay in the northern part of the province of Surigao del Sur, facing the Pacific Ocean. The fourth municipality from the northern boundary of the province of Surigao del Norte, bounded on the south by mountains and rivers, Tandag City on the east, the west by the municipality of Carmen, and the northern part of the municipality of San Miguel. Lanuza is approximately 44 kilometers from Tandag City and 142 kilometers from Surigao City. Subdivided into 13 barangays, it has a total land area of 29,633 hectares, representing 8.7% of the total land area of Surigao del Sur. It houses a population of 10,057 and hosts to 1,942 households. The people of Lanuza are generally into fishing and farming.
So with the placement of MAT, we are very much thankful of all the things he left for us, especially his counterpart. We hope to move on protecting our environment.
Presentation about my time here, and I'll give some thoughts and recommendations about where I hope you'll go even when I've left. So I'm going to go straight into Matt's exit presentation. Okay, strengths. So where is Lanuza strong? And you're starting from a position of strength. You have the forest. The minerals are still in the ground. So you're in a position to really take your time, make your decisions, and when you exploit those resources, or if you utilize, I don't like the word exploit, it sounds like just taking away. When you utilize those resources, make sure you do it properly for the benefit of the people, and safeguard the environment at the same time for the future generations. Even just driving down here through Surigao del Norte, you can see that that's not always how things are done. There are dedicated and knowledgeable staff. I said before that I think people have good technical skills. It's just getting it down on paper that can be difficult. And during my time here, particularly including Romy and other colleagues, at the LGU level, I've really talked to people who are dedicated to their jobs and dedicated to the environment and the people. So that's a real strength. And Lanuza, much higher environmental awareness than other municipalities, not just in this area, but other municipalities across the Philippines. A big strength. Lanuza has a history, Lanuza and LBDA has a history of seeking outside assistance with partnerships, not just international, but we have a good example behind me here, the Golden Forest Project with Haribo. It's a Philippine-based environmental NGO, doing very good work, particularly here in Lanuza on the forestry side of things, and also on the marine. We've got the IFAD project, headed up by John here. We've got the LBDA, and of course, so threats, things that I'm concerned about, things that I think when I come back in 5 years' time, I hope some of these things haven't happened. Lack of interest, action, political will, and particularly, I'm aiming this criticism at the Sangguniang Bayan in particular. I'm just looking around to see, where are they? Yeah. Okay, large-scale mining is a threat to Lanuza, even if it's not large-scale mining in Lanuza. As an example, there's sediment turning up in Marihatag, 2 hours motorbike ride down the coast, which is coming from Carrascal, the mining there, to the north of us. So, mining, logging, poor environmental management in other places can also threaten Lanuza. And the level of environmental awareness, I've said it's better than other places in the Philippines, which is true. Doesn't mean it couldn't be higher. Something to keep working on. And this final one is actually something that was explained to me by Romy the other day. A sort of dole-out mentality. Some people are very keen to kind of go forward and help themselves. And I think Lanuza's in a good place to do that. But I often meet, when I have suggestions, I often meet with a resistance. People come forward and say, oh, but we don't have any money. Well, that's quite true, but often a lot can be done without so much money. These are the things that I hope the LGU will grasp after I've left. Working with the Golden Forest Project, it's a Haribon project working in the forests. It only covers a few of our barangays, but with all the training events and things, they can easily be taken, Romy, or whoever else fills the Menro position, can take those training events, can take that knowledge, that involvement, and move it on to the other barangays. Through Lanuza, possibly the same through LPDA. End of TLA. So, timber licensing agreement, the Sudacor logging contract. Now, it's 2011 that expires, so it's not, it's not tomorrow, but it's coming and it's quite soon. And the LGU needs to be in a good position when that comes round, to have the knowledge, to have the skills and expertise, to really be able to enter a negotiation about any, can't be a renewal, but any application for an ongoing forest management contract. We have the opportunity to enter into a co-management agreement with DNER. I'm getting lots of nodding heads, especially from the people who were on the FLUP project, because this was a key target of that project. And now we're almost ready to do that. We've got the ordinance, the Menro's coming, we're on the way to doing that. And that's an important way to take more local responsibility for the forest environment. And good community involvement. It's one of the things I really noticed working here in the Philippines compared to working back in my home country. People have the time and the willingness and the enthusiasm to join in with things and to be really involved. And we have a particularly good example of that up at the watershed. Growing tourism industry, an industry which can have a low environmental impact, but you have such a good place here for people to visit. The things that we were watching on the video, looking at the sort of natural beauty that we have here, I hope it's protected for the local people, but if it is protected, then you have a brilliant opportunity to bring in those foreign dollars with the tourism industry, particularly surfing. And the final one on this list is the LBDA, which I do think is a very strong concept, and just having 7 municipalities working together can really not just help to access outside funding and things, but can really look at environmental issues which are bigger than just Lanuza, the forest, the marine. And the end. Thank you, Lanuza. I can really say that I've enjoyed living here, I've enjoyed working here, I've enjoyed, actually, I mean, 2 years in the Philippines, it's been great. And feel free to stay in touch.